A violent end to a peaceful May Day. Antifa protesters clash with the far right-wing group Patriot Prayer in an all-out brawl. Helping parents through the hardest moment in their lives.
I would say if you wanted to get as close to an angel as possible, you would go put your hands on Mary Elder's shoulders.
In a new Those Who Serve, the woman who spent 30 years guiding families through the pain of losing a child. Plus, the Blazers even the score in Denver. Our team emerges victorious ahead of their return to Rip City. And we are digging into some blueberry fried chicken. It's the first of many summer favorites viewer recipes. Your KGW News at Sunrise starts right now.
Oh, you want another look at the viewer recipe?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Ashley, how about it? This is viewer Corey from Dayton showing us how he makes his blueberry fried chicken, and he's doing that right outside our station right now using the old Dutch oven. He is the leadoff hitter, if you will, in a month-long series we're calling Viewer Recipes Summer Favorites Edition.
Good morning, everybody. I cannot wait to taste what Corey is cooking up. Yeah. The weather's decent out there for him.
Yes, it is.
Us the forecast.
I would never let it rain on a fried chicken event. FYI. Hey, we have something going on we haven't seen. This is the Stoller Family Vineyards Estate Camera out in the wine country, and you can see the cloud decks. This marine push will be with us for a good chunk of the morning hours. So to the bus stop under cloudy skies today, but dry, no storm front or anything. We'll start to see some clearing toward midday. 56 at lunchtime. The kids get out of school, will be about 64. Futurecast at 2 p.m. shows a lot of sunshine, ladies and gentlemen. There he is.
Thank you for that, Rod. Let's go ahead and check out the drive right now. We take you to Clark County. So far, we're in pretty good shape. I-5 at the Interstate Bridge getting busier, but we expect that this hour of a Thursday morning drive. We'll switch gears, take you to the Banfield out near Lloyd Center. That too rolling right along. Guys, I've got no major freeway trouble just yet. I do have some overnight construction to tell you about. I've got more on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. Thank you, Chris. Right now, we're starting with some breaking news out of Vancouver. I want you to check out these photographs. A teenager was just rescued after getting stuck on a cliff 3 stories above the ground. Vancouver Fire sent us these pictures about 15 minutes or so ago. Crews had to use ropes and a harness to get that kid down. But check out the size of the cliff. Wow. This is a drop-off along Southeast 192nd Avenue in Vancouver. It's right near the Lewis and Clark Trail, if you're familiar. So we don't know yet how he got stuck, but this happened about 3 a.m. Firefighters say the kid was too scared to move. Don't blame him. We also don't know yet who called 911, but we're told that boy was not injured.
It was just a grinded out kind of game, you know, and in those games you got to just be the tougher team. You got to want it more, and then you got to have a few players go your way.
That's Dame summing up last night's huge win against the Nuggets in Denver. If you saw this game last night, you know the Blazers really had a fight for this one. Game 2 was physical. It was even bloody at times. There were injuries on both sides. But here's the bottom line. Every time the Nuggets got close last night, every time they got something going, the Blazers had an answer. 6 players put up double figures for the Blazers. C.J. McCollum led the team with 20 points. Again, it was a hard-fought match all the way, but the Blazers won in the end. 97-90 was the final score. The series is now tied at a game apiece, and the series now moves back to Portland, Moda Center, for Game 3 Friday night.
Members of Antifa and the right-wing group Patriot Prayer fought each other in Northeast Portland after an otherwise peaceful May Day. This happened yesterday evening during a gathering at the bar Cider Riot. Portland police say there were reports of as many as 60 people punching and screaming at each other. When officers got there, the fight had already broken up and no one wanted to file a police report. Overall, though, things stayed peaceful around Portland yesterday. People demonstrated at the South Waterfront, outside the Ice Building, and at Holiday Park. Portland police did not make any arrests.
Today in Portland and all around the world, people are remembering the thousands of men, women, and children killed during the Holocaust. This is video from Holocaust Remembrance Day in 2017. Survivors, elected officials, and clergy will read the names of those who lost their lives. That local tribute starts at 10 o'clock this morning at Pioneer Square, and it should wrap up around 5.
Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler is releasing his budget plan for the next fiscal year. Mayor Wheeler is calling for funds to be set aside to keep parks and rec facilities like the Columbia Community Pool and Selwood Community Center open through the entire summer. Both spots were on the chopping block as the department faces a $6.3 million budget shortfall. This all comes after community members rallied to keep them open at a forum last month. The rest of the City Council will vote on approval for Wheeler's proposed budget that's coming up.
A Portland musician is asking for you to be on the lookout for this white cargo van. Somebody stole it on Monday from outside Ramiro Guzman's apartment near Southeast 162nd and Powell. Guzman performs at local senior centers and says all his equipment was inside. Now, take a good look here. The van is a 2006 Ford with Oregon license plate 078KTC. Call police if you know anything.
Time for your morning rush, and today's judiciary hearing will continue with an empty chair in place of Attorney General William Barr. He has refused to testify today, objecting to Democrats' plans to have lawyers and committee staffers question him. It comes amid the fallout from yesterday's hearing, where Barr sparred with Dems over his handling of the Mueller report into Russian interference of the election. The man suspected of the deadly shooting at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, will also be in court today. Police say Tristan Terrell opened fire inside a classroom Tuesday, killing 2 and injuring 4. They believe he acted alone. He had been a history major at the university, but dropped out this semester. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange is facing a court hearing today to determine whether he can be extradited to the U.S. He's accused of conspiring with Chelsea Manning to break into Department of Defense computers. A British court sentenced him to 50 weeks in jail, that's just under a year, for skipping bail when he sought refuge in Ecuador's embassy in London. A cruise ship is under quarantine this morning amid a measles outbreak on board. That ship is under order to remain docked at the Caribbean island of St. Lucia. It's called the Free Winds, and it's believed to be owned by the Church of Scientology. One measles case is confirmed on board, but island doctors want the other 300 passengers to stay on the ship unless they have had the vaccine. Okay, look at this. A Dodgers-Giants game last night. There was some amazing action. The guy in the blue reaches for the foul ball, dumps all his food. The guy sitting in front of him, not amused.
Yeah, wearing it.
Okay, then just a couple innings later, the exact same thing happens.
Oh my God.
An instant replay. The guy drops even more food.
Same guy?
Get him some
So the
free
poor
food.
guy who gets all the food dumped on him, he wasn't having it. He decided he's out of there 4 innings in.
Oh my God.
He wasn't going to have any more.
That's
Gosh,
funny.
he needs like the umbrella behind him or something.
What are the chances? 2 in the same spot.
You know, that guy could take some lessons from my son on how to catch a foul ball. No one can see this. I didn't see that coming, but I just pulled up the shot. That's my son last year.
You showed us that on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Caught a foul ball at the Mariners game.
Mariners.
Can you imagine? This is probably the most divisive moment in our son's life, because you got 2 twins sitting next to each other at a baseball game. One catches a foul ball, a rare moment in anyone's life. The other one sits there and watches it happen.
Jealous.
He hates to
Little jealous.
even mention of this story. Sorry, Caleb, we're telling that story again about your brother Chase.
Keep bringing it up. That's funny.
Hey, by the way, tomorrow, Friday, right on the road, we're going down to Newburgh. We were down there Tuesday,
Right.
meeting great people and shooting some wonderful scenes down there. So we'll have that tomorrow. We'll be live out there.